Hey, it's Zim, and today I'm checking out Dragon Extinction. Now, this game is on early access. I picked it up during the Steam sale, but it's kind of a first impressions as I'm going in kind of blind here and kind of showing you my experience. You can get it on Steam for $14.99, and there seems to be a demo available as well, though I haven't played it myself. First impression so far is the intro music they're using that kind of is pretty decent. Although it's a pretty short loop that just repeats on itself. And I will say that the different settings are very limited right now. As you can see, quality is just all you have, and then do you want window mode or do you want full screen, things like that. Normally my monitor I have to do VSync on. So I don't know if this game is going to start doing some screen tearing, and there's obviously no choice for me to put it on. Also says it has controller support, so I'll check that out as well. But let's go ahead and jump into a game. It seems like it's meant to be a online game. It says Souls-like, but honestly, based on what I was looking at, it reminds me a lot of like Monster Hunter. So we'll see how it goes about. It's Souls-like, but as we can see, I'm the only player on, which doesn't necessarily bode well. It has also got very positive reviews on Steam, but very limited reviews, only about 60 to 64 reviews last time I checked. So we will see why people aren't playing it. Maybe there's just not a ton of content, although they claim there is, and how positive it is for me. So we're going to go ahead and create a character here. And so far, I don't mind the art style. I do like that we are starting to see more games do these non-pixel style, but like old school art style graphics. Kind of like Valheim has that PS1 feel going for it. I do enjoy that we have that. But let's see, we have some pretty basic options. Well, right away the hair color is not changing, so that's odd. What about eye color? Eye color will change, just hair color won't. That's the other headband one, why not? So now we know where our head color is coming in at. Also get a class here. Only 2 classes available. I'm not playing on the demo. I did buy the game, so I don't know if the demo only limits you to 1 class, but it seems like because it's in early access, we do not have access to the others. But we'll do warrior, why not? If this is the only song in the game, it's going to drive me crazy. Oh, nope. Automatically treated to a different one. Let's see if we can get a controller working here. Yeah, automatically just picks up the controller, no problem. Unfortunately, the tutorial text does not change, so open your inventory by pressing tab. I'm guessing that must be a button on my mouse. Or not my controller, sorry. Well, it does not seem like currently there is a way to open the inventory with your controller. There's a pause menu. So, it seems like it's going to be partial control support. This seems like it probably needs some like a rescaling, but as it says, we have 2 attribute points we can put into what we want. Unfortunately, it doesn't really explain anything, even if we hover over it with our mouse. Interestingly, if you are using the controller, you'll be moving this mouse icon with it. Oh, there we go. We just have to hover over the plus sign. Perfect. Upgrade power, which is in damage. Affinity is critical chance. Vitality is health. Intelligence is mana. And endurance is stamina. Alright, well, let's put a point into power and vitality. It seems. You get 1 skill point when you level up, select skills, and spend the point. Cool. So as we can see, they're broken down like this. It doesn't seem like there's a ton of skill options. So it seems very limited, which is worrying. Once again, it's early access, so I'm sure these will get filled out more and more. But right now, it's definitely pretty limited. Let's increase attack speed while active, or increase movement speed. Well, we'll just do frenzy. Drag the skill to the action bar to the bottom. Can we do that with the controller? Yes, we can. It's definitely a weird feeling to do it, though. You can store items in the storage chest, shared by access by all characters. Obviously, we don't have any of these. Looks like there are going to be some, like, pets. I don't know if they plan on doing, like, an in-game store. I'm hoping not, but this is, I'm guessing, the chest. You can start quests at the quest board, start combat training to learn basic mechanics. Oh, there's 2 players online. Oh, nope, back down to 1. Do I have to... I guess it is meant to be multiplayer, so it's seemingly you need other players. Might be a problem if I'm the only player. Alright, well, we'll just host a private one. Let's see, combat training, perfect. I can lock on my prank. So yeah, unfortunately, it won't tell you any of the mouse or the controller commands. It only tells you the mouse and keyboard commands. So we'll... I don't know. It's not actually giving me control. Press Alt for cursor. Alright, we can leave. Yeah, definitely we'll look forward to more controller support. How does the keyboard and mouse feel? It's about the same. A little bit oversensitive on the moving and turning of the camera. But there is another person on. That's so weird. The tutorial kind of stops there as well, it seems. Like, it doesn't tell me what to do after that. It's like, here's the basics of combat, and then have at it. Also, the music's just completely stopped. So, just left into a silent room. Which is unnerving. But let's go ahead and just go into another mission. As we can see, it goes up to 50 plus. I'm guessing select difficulty, this is all based on your level as well. But we'll do hunting. Why not? Hunt 20 animals and 5 deers. Alright. And then we get some 100 monies and some XP. We'll get to see how this open world looks. Oh, there's music again. That's much better. A lot seems like it might be generic sound effects as well, though. Because it sounds like there's a river in the background, but as I can see, there's no river. Graphically, still pretty decent. Well, no problems with it. Looks like we gotta loot some things nearby. I don't know what these are. Don't know what I'm gathering. I don't know if there's a crafting system at all. But like I said, it looks very similar to like a Monster Hunter style game. And these missions kind of definitely feel like it is. So if it is, I'm guessing there will be. We get some pop-in textures. It's not great. I also don't know how I'm gonna hunt deer with a sword and shield. Combat kind of feels floaty, I would say. At least with the wolves, I didn't feel like when my attacks were hitting, nothing felt like it was connecting. I can't move to this plant. There's an invisible wall stopping me. So that's another issue. Seems like they're invisible walls, so like I'm not meant to go past these mountains, but I can't even get close to them to get this item. So that's not great. Yeah, it definitely feels floaty with combat. It has nowhere near the same weight as the combat tutorials. So like, the combat tutorial felt a lot weightier, and now like I'm going against these animals, it feels like there's like nothing there. It's also a weird mission to do after like coming out of a tutorial, is like just go wander the woods and kill things. Doesn't feel great. Looks like we mine stone with our shield. Interesting. I will say that I have no clue how to activate my one ability. Ooh, we got a bow. And a pitchfork. So, might be better than our stuff. Oh yeah, we can't open our inventory on controller. Does this have a stat requirement? Or is, I don't know why this is showing up in red. Can I not use it? Or is the bow just red? So that is a problem. I don't know why I can't use this, and it doesn't really tell me why. It just won't let me slot things. What if I unequip my sword and shield? Now can I? No. Just not allowed to use the bow, apparently. Well, we'll try out the pitchfork. Those deer will never see it coming. Does a lot more damage. And we leveled up there, so we should be able to give ourselves some attribute points. Another one in vitality and power, why not? And then we can do 2 of these now. Let's try to figure out how to use them. Well, apparently that was left trigger. It's an odd one to be assigned, but that was like speed boost, I'm guessing. Because that one, yeah. So activate the left trigger activated my number 2 spot. And that would be number 1. Alright. So definitely some weird bindings, and I don't know if we can really rebind, nor do I really want to play with it right now. This is nice that it'll automatically let you leave once you finish the mission, so you don't have to like run back to a starting point or anything like that. Let's see what these vendors are doing here. Looks like we can buy weapons for gold. See a potion vendor. What about armor vendor? We can buy books. I don't know what these do. Alright, this is resetting skills and attributes, I'm guessing? Yep, alright, so even though once you have points in there set, once you apply the plus sign, so just be very careful with that. You can reset them, but it seems like a pretty steep cost, at least for now, at being a low level. He doesn't want to talk to me, and I can't go further either. There's an invisible wall right here. Interesting. The blacksmith here, but she doesn't say anything. You can just use her forge. That's awkward. I'm going to jump into one more mission just to see how it is, but it seems very limited right now in this game. A lot of invisible walls that make these really cool looking town a lot smaller. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to go up there. Be cool to check out the castle. I'm guessing I can't go up here. Yep, just invisible walls. So you're very confined to a small space and forced into separate leveling. I do want to see if there is a different zone. So I'm going to try to clear these, and then we'll take a look at maybe the 5 to 10 and see if it's in the same area. Automatically spawn back in the same world, same everything, so it's not even randomized, because we can loot this exact same chest again. It looks like it has the exact same loot, and it just refreshes the nodes. That is worrisome to me. It means that when you're stuck grinding these missions again and again, you're going to see the same things again and again. I think going more of a roguelike version of this would be better in terms of just the map randomizing, so you're not stuck doing the exact same things. I'm going specifically a different way just to feel like I'm doing something different. Yeah, I'm still killing them before they can. Metal bar. Seems like inventory space is also pretty limited, though that might be... Oh, also, if you're using controller, seems like it will scroll the combat log based on your camera up and down as well. So that's not great. But it looks like there is one other player on who has started the Bandit Leader campaign mission, which I guess is to alert me that I could join them if I was high enough level. But we're just going to fight these. Oh, there's wolves here. Might have bit off more than we can chew. Also, it seems like it's hard to retarget things. I thought I bit off more than I could chew, but I just demolished those. I will say that it annoys me when enemies interact with you but won't interact with each other. So like bandits aren't being attacked by wolves, or these foxes always kind of just annoys me. I will say that their damage is quite low as well. So I don't feel like any of these are a threat. I'm level 4 though, so technically I guess I'm a level higher than this mission. I definitely is not Dark Souls combat. And the reason I bring that up is because they claim to be Souls-like. I always get wary when games say Souls-like because I feel like it's a tag that people throw on to attract attention, but often won't live up to that. And this game definitely does not. Like I said, the combat can feel pretty floaty at times, and the intro tutorial quest, like, you feel like swords are hitting shields and you're hitting him hard. Like, the combat feels good, but right when you get into the first mission, that's not the case. And it looks like there are different map tiles. Although Slaughter and Chill might be on the same map. There's an easy dungeon. It says kill goblins, hunt animals, and hunt a cougar. And once again, similar rewards. Feels like all the rewards are probably the same. Other than it looks like some of the XP gets... Alright, so it starts to get better. Let's do an easy dungeon. Let's check that out. Let's check out how their dungeon system works. Okay. Very narrow. Looks like there's a ghost down here. That was a weird texture thing going on there. That caused when the enemy rolled. Just take all this, I guess. I didn't feel like... Once again, the combat's still floaty in dungeons. Nothing's improved. Got a new ring, though, so I guess we'll throw that on. Is this better? No. So we'll just take the rest. We don't have a necklace equipped. Can we break the pots? Nope. Alright. So, nothing really interactable on these maps, other than if it's like a resource node, you can collect it. Seems like there are, if we look at the right there, kind of over by, under our map, it says easy dungeon. There are 6 enemies to defeat, and then 1 boss. I will definitely agree it is very easy. I don't feel like there's much of a challenge at all. I mean, overall, the graphic style is nice. The music's decent, although they need some variety. I'm guessing that's the boss room. Combat is overly floaty, which is very noticeable. Can we close these doors, or they're just permanently open? So there's no interacting with anything on this map. That's a shame. Oh, you get a multi-hit there. That seems insanely good for me. Gonna go down this hallway and kill this guy. Doesn't seem like weapon types matter, just use whatever the best damage is. Oh, it's not. It's just the next phase, and they actually updated how many enemies you need to kill now. So that's weird. I don't remember if there's a sprint. Well, I'm sure this won't backfire on me. I'm gonna die to these traps. Seems like I'm getting hit even between them. Alright, so we do get to keep our stuff if we die in the easy dungeon. It just kicks us out and just says you failed. Enemies are not the danger. I will say that it seems like, oh, there's more players online. There's up to 4 now. I will say that it definitely feels like those traps are hitting outside of their area. I'm also using a controller right now, so I didn't know if there's a sprint button. Still don't know if there's a sprint button. Yeah, I have no clue. I guess there's that dash ability I have. Oh, did I ever give myself those skill points? I don't think I used it. Yeah. It's a heal. Once again, I don't know if heal's often necessary, but yeah, points into heal. Oh, I guess I should. Yeah, moving things with the controller is definitely overly finicky. I don't know what that red skull is, but I'm guessing that is the cougar I need to kill, or it might just be a boss. It's nice to see a different zone, though. A lot more different music. This music's a lot better. Combat is not better, but hey, enemies are actually difficult. Was not prepared for that. Feels like the dodge is really bad. This goblin spear is way better than my pitchfork. Combat is harder, but only because the damage is higher, and because the controls are still a little bit, like, wacky, I would say. Alrighty, so that is Dragon Extinction. We didn't fight any dragons. I'm guessing that's farther on in the later missions. Wasn't really feeling like grinding. It seems like my character's hat isn't showing up, and it's making his hair disappear. It's kind of a visual bug there. So final thoughts on the game. There's definitely a lot of potential to it. I like what they've gone with so far. I enjoy the visual art style. I like the music that they chose, although it's often short and on a loop, so you'll get sick of it very quickly. Things I didn't like, very limited in crafting, although once again that's early access, so I completely understand about that. The controller support is not great, so you're best playing with a keyboard and mouse currently, but that's also to be expected. Combat is very floaty. The sounds and animations feel very disconnected, and that is something that they need to improve if they want more people to play. It is enjoyable. There is definitely that feeling of wanting to make your character stronger and get more loot. I do want to see some more skills, because right now it seems very limited, and I definitely want to see some more reasons or explanations behind why some gear is red and you can't use it, other than it might be a part of your class. That to me seems like a big problem. I will also say in that dungeon where I died due to traps, partly my fault because I didn't realize there was a sprint button because I was using the controller. There definitely is, and you're meant to run through those, but those traps also seem to be hitting you between the gaps, so it's very finicky, and so that's something that I don't know if they can work on, but it is something to be aware of. All in all, Dragon Extinction right now is a $15 game on Steam that I would say probably keep an eye on, but probably not worth picking up yet, just because of how many other amazing games there are out there. This game right now probably won't hold your attention for very long, and with the floaty combat, it can definitely get more frustrating than interesting. I think the Souls-like tag can be very misleading on this game, though I do see a great deal of potential if they keep heading in the correct direction. Now, that's to say this is early access, so who knows what direction they'll end up heading, and if this game will see the improvements that we hope for it to see. So right now, I think Dragon Extinction is something to keep an eye on, keep following it, and check out its updates. It does seem to be getting updated fairly frequently, though I don't know on the size of these updates yet. Like I said, I just recently picked it up. Also know that this game is definitely meant to be played with other people, and as we can see, the player counts are quite low. I started at 1, which was just me. We have gone up to 3 players, which is a shock, so me and 2 other people online. I don't know how big this community is. Like I said, the amount of positive, very positive reviews on Steam was about 64, so I don't see there's a large community, but as this game gets better and improves, hopefully we will see a bigger community, and that bigger community will also help drive more enjoyment out of this game, because it's definitely a game I can see having fun with your friends and doing silly things with. Also, just a note, I've noticed it shows us 4.3, but we are on 4.5, so I don't know the other 2 patches that we've seen come through, what they have fixed or changed. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it from me today. Let me know in the comments below if you checked out Dragon Extinction. Like I said, there's a free demo you can check out and play around with. I definitely know they did that probably to get players to just be online so people can play with other people. Let me know in the comments below if you saw something that you liked or didn't like, something that you're super excited for or that you're concerned about. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.